is brought to you
Your
by
team
Smart.
is
We're
banning.
seeing the standard bans here for NXP. Still going for the Cylinder, still going for the Diggy. Aura will still go for the Lunok.
Core, if NXP didn't pick up the Granger after a long stun, but you have that silence that may buy you enough time to burst down the Harley before he can escape with a hat trick.
As we'll see if our theory crafting would actually be followed by the players here.
I told you that draft prediction thing wouldn't go so well.
Yeah, I still got the Claude though.
You got the
I got the Claude right though. I got the Claude right though. You got to give that to me. As we go into game number 2 in this best of 3 series, Aura already on match point, and a match that Aura wants to secure for themselves, but NXP looking like a very aggressive team in this competition.
Yeah,
Wants to go for fights.
this Eudora especially could be a problem for the side of Aura PH. They're really going to need to time in their entries because Eudoras work really well against lineups that want to dive you, want to close the gap. And even with having the Kagura on their side, that's a hero who can maximize abilities by going into fights, teleporting into the Umbrella, using the Umbrella fleet. So Exort here again, the same aggression that they showed towards Exort Skadata in game 1, they have to do the same here against this Eudora.
As there is an aggression from Greed onto H2O to try to dampen the scaling that H2O would have, or the farming rather, in this game. And Greed's just giving information for Aura as we're used to on his Natalia. But I feel like it's not going to be the best Natalia game for himself.
Yeah, he'll just be here mainly getting information, but it's going to be hard for him to get kills. The same points I made for Greed's Natalia in game number 1. Against a team like NXP, it can be difficult.
Oh, they're going for James. Silence will apply. Rafleisha almost takes him out. Greed,
so close.
1 HP in a dream.
Very, very close there. Good attempt. And that's going to alleviate the pressure topside here. Especially with the Benedetta, we'll be able to get a bit more, feel a bit more of the Benedetta's presence in the turtle. If H2O gets, no? Okay, H2O doesn't get him. So right now, with the very little lead that Rafleisha was able to get for himself, already level 4, he'll be able to be more of a presence come this turtle fight because there will be one wave that James has to deal with.
Mountain Shocker will be thrown out just to get information on where NXP is.
Oh, Rafleisha goes home. So yeah, Aura and NXP, both of them are biding their time right now, playing this patiently.
Yeah, it's a slow dance. We're slow dancing in the dark here for Aura and NXP, no longer having a lot of information here.
Yeah, prom night right now, hands around the waist, looking into each other's eyes, waiting for someone to make a move.
Hands are connecting onto the face of Rafleisha there, and the turtle will be secured by NXP.
Yeah, and NXP secures the first objective, but hey, the first blood goes to the side of Aura, taking out Renege's Claude. Good news there for Benny QT's Kagura. You are going to want to delay the farm of that Claude for as long as possible. Renege, no MVP performance yet with a Claude, but during that legendary game against LPE with his comeback, played really well with it.
Yeah, he didn't have any MVP games, but he had impactful plays.
Definitely.
Every time he came in with the blazing duets, that last possible moment that he could have turned things around for the team, he still went in. Rafleisha, though, going in against James and H2O to try to save this turret as much as possible.
Yeah, and now NXP were able to even out what happened there topside. H2O has to be careful.
He's going to get caught out. Ooh. Spotted. Matilda Airlines connects onto H2O, force a hat trick out of there.
Ooh.
The burst. The final blow by Greed, but that's a complete trade by Exort. The burst output is enough. Matters. Especially on this Harley. Especially on Yaoi on the Cho. That's going to be a big impact. Speaking of big impact, NXP trying to get a little bit of an impact here on the top lane jungle of Aura PH.
Yeah, right now, ooh. Ranger has to be careful against Benny QT. I like this aggressive play coming from Benny QT's Kagura. You, as much as possible, want to get all your wins really quickly in that lane. And especially because you have good wave clear as a mage, you'll be able to just keep doing this. And I like the pressure Greed's applying as well. Renege has to be very careful.
Gets the silence up onto Renege. He's caught between a rock and hard place. Matilda Airlines will land.
Ooh.
Will be taken out. Yaoi will be joining in with the blazing,
good
not
kick.
the blazing duet, but the wave the dragon. Apologies for that, but it was a good kick under the turret. And meanwhile, Lord Healy's already low because of the electro final blow.
Rafleisha.
H2O running away. Will juke left and right, but will get taken out by Greed. And James all alone.
Exchanges all around the map. Great kick there by Yaoi to even out what happened there with Benny QT and Aura able to get the kill onto Renegade eventually. So that's already 2 early deaths for him. The Blazing Duet might not be as impactful just yet, especially with the turtle spawn. It's going to be another play again towards Renegade.
Matilda Airlines, they recognize how important
Yeah, with the
Renegade
kick.
is. Yeah, that Wave the Dragon and Exhort just popping the ult.
Yeah, that's already no ult right now, but he will have a stun. Aura PH can contest this.
And Yaoi, not Yaoi, JP's zoning out Exhort and H2O. They're forced back. Yaoi is in position to make the plays happen once again. Does only have the G Kundo. H2O is down. Turtle will be secured by Aura PH, but they're going with the aggression. They managed to take down JP from JP in the process with that Blazing Duet. It's a 2-for-1. Yeah, it's a 2-for-1 trade for the Turtle. Not a good trade for NXP as Greed will overstay his welcome over towards Renegade.
Oh, here comes Yaoi.
Does have the Wave the Dragon available, but he'll make it out alive.
I wonder if he'll try it. Will he? Nah, he won't. And, okay, NXP lost that trade 2-1. And the Turtle was able to go to the side of Aura. But when NXP got out of that, was good push in the top side because James was just focusing on pushing that lane. And look at this. Aura PH, on the other hand, want to equalize that that balance. Take down the third down bot.
Yaoi flickered, wanting to go for the Wave the Dragon, didn't actually connect. They get the stun on the Greed as well. This is a threat that Exhort has in this game on that Eudora.
Yeah, but that was also the reason why Greed died back there and why Yaoi didn't get any help was because Greed was distracting Exhort and Renegade. They couldn't go to help him.
And here comes Matilda Airlines connecting with the Duet. Renegade immediately popping in with the Blazing Duet BMI. But he might just be overstaying his welcome.
Aura PH flying high like a G6 right now, but here comes Yaoi.
Thunderbolts and Lightning are very, very frightening, and Exhort is nowhere near them. But H2O looking for a duel here. Will be forced to hat trick out of there.
Was that 2 or 3 riding with the Matilda?
Yeah.
Like flew along. Yeah, that's a G6 right there. Like a blizzard. Now H2O here might go down like a slizzard.
They're popping bottles onto H2O.
And H2O gets popped. And that's another good pick off there by Aura PH. Now Aura, NXP. You can definitely say that. Oh wait, hold that thought.
They get Benny Cutie in the process, and again,
oh, he'll be able to get away.
Lightnings. The Matilda Airlines gonna
He's still alive.
He makes it out, not anymore, but Yaoi will be there to just pick up a little bit of the slack.
Great interception there by James, but Benny Cutie surviving long enough to be a threat there. Greed gives the information for Hades that James is on his way, so despite that tower looking like a fantastic target right now, they don't need to force it.
Oh no, Rafleisha's dead.
Ooh.
He overstayed.
Yeah, Rafleisha gets picked off, and that's bad for control down bottom lane but at least Aura PH got the turtle out of that. NXP don't decide to push out the bottom lane. Need a little bit more farm onto Renegade's Claude, but I think, yeah, with this, they'll be able to take down that tower. It's going to be up to Aura on how they're going to respond. We might see a fight somewhere around the Lord Pit. They might clash there if NXP decide to walk that way or Aura position themselves there first. But with how it's looking right now, yeah, it's NXP being the aggressor. It's Aura just giving a bit more time for that Isan Shin. Again, with the lineup of NXP, they have the capability to split the map as well. Not as well as the Benedetta in the Ling, but that is still a Claude that you have to watch out for.
And good trade on the bottom lane turret. Matilda Airlines by JP. Here is your captain speaking. James has been stunned and will be falling back.
And Aura PH now. Right now, they're both just trying to find positioning around the map. Who is going to pull the trigger first and go for a play is the big question. NXP have to be careful of their top side turret. Good positioning by Aura to take that down without a problem. Greed has the information that Renegade is down bot. With the Mountain Shocker used by the Isan Shin and Aura pulled the trigger on the top side, it's going to be a trade because NXP's down bottom.
Greed will bring Renegade down to half HP.
Good
He's
stun.
paying for his life.
Cutie though.
That's ultimately going to be a win, as I say that. That was a 1-for-1 as well as a yin-yang overturn though.
Flame shot slowed onto Exhort.
Going on to Exhort. Electro final blow onto him. He's down. He's out.
Ooh.
2-for-1 as well as almost a turret.
Yeah, that initially, or it was a great pick off there by NXP onto Greed's Natalia. Timely stun there from the electric arrow coming in from Exhort, stopping him right on time. Renegade was able to finish it off. And Renegade went for the tower, which of course looked to be the best target at that situation. couldn't fault the guy for the great rotation that BennyQt did on the Kagura, just able to show up there in time. And we haven't felt H2O's hardy so much in this game because of how well Aura are making themselves felt around the map.
Look at how much damage James has done to Greed with that knockout punch, but look at how many guys are there to protect Greed.
Yep. That's tough, man. That's a tough fight to win. Now NXP without James. Again, NXP though, they're really just trying their best to go around the map, but the presence of Greed's Natalia is something that's coming to bite them. They have a lot of vision because they also have Mountain Shocker.
They have Mountain Shocker available, not anymore actually.
Really good initiation coming in from NXP, which won't be that difficult to pull off. You have 2-3 heroes who can crowd control well in the Eudora and that Cho. But the problem is how JP is playing that Matilda. He just keeps hunting for either Yawi or Exor to disrupt that team fighting momentum because they're the ones who will set that. The rest of NXP are just going to be there to deal the damage. Look at that. Aura can just sandwich NXP right now.
Yeah, they are spread out really far, and they spot Yawi in the process. Lord will be secured, and Yawi will be paying for his life. The Electro Final Blow will be thrown out by James. Almost able to take down H2O.
Oh, this is bad for NXP because they're going to need to buy a little bit more time to heal up real quick, which gives Aura a little bit more time to push out the waves, but they're just freezing it right now. They don't need to rush it yet. They're waiting for the Lord and they're letting the minion waves push naturally.
Well, aside from the bottom lane, they already erected down mid lane as well. They're sieging up the top lane again with the Lord. They will be walking with the Lord here, and it's not the Illuminous Lord just yet, so it's not dishing out a lot of damage onto the turret.
It'll be enough though.
It's more than enough. The HP is relatively healthy.
They're down.
They will not be focusing on the Lord here. Have to focus their attention over at mid. Will potentially be a team fight happening. JP will get caught out. Backlines the Matilda, actually, the Rafflesia actually will get caught out, and the Thunderbolts onto Exor doesn't actually dish out a lot of damage. Brandon J.
Oh, the knockout by James!
Knockout punch, catching two, and now it's just BennyQt left alive as well as Hades, but Hades falls down. BennyQt doesn't have anything left in his bag. He'll make it out alive, and this is safe for NXP, all things considered.
James, man, the knockout punch, knockback, helping NXP there, and this is going to be a massive push here as we go into the instant replay. That's going to be brought to us by Oppo A94. Man! Oh, BennyQt though with a play!
Yin Yang overturn, waited for the opportunity.
Oh, he
gets
got
the burst
him.
onto Renegade.
Oh, he got two!
Manages to get H2O with the turret!
Oh my goodness!
And Grease on the chase, onto James.
Damn.
Rafflesia also is on the zone. We'll go for the Electro Final Blow.
BennyQt! We didn't go into replay because I think now they're going to be like, okay, get that.
We don't need a replay right now.
Go to BennyQt instead, but then, oh wow, Aura-PH might just completely turn this around and even win this match, dude!
They should be able to finish this match. As Yawi, all alone here on the top lane, will be focused on by Greed. Greed's already low, but it doesn't matter. The Exort trying to do as much as he can to dish out a lot of damage. And Renegade's not going to be obliged to him with any other free kills.
Wow! Just when we thought we weren't going to highlight that, but
because there's a big team fight happening. The Electro Final Blow connects on the Exort, and they get the burst out on the burster on the side of NXP. Another double kill here for non-Exort, but for BennyQt. And now Yawi and James are the only ones left alive here. They do not have enough to really defend this potential push from happening. 20 seconds till the soonest member will go alive. It's just James. He does have the knockout punch, but will he be able to make the plays? In all honesty, it's looking so grim.
Very grim. James will try to stop that minion wave, though.
And the knockout punch will not find anybody. He's trying to clean out the waves as much as possible. He gets taken out, and this is going to be a 2-0 sweep by Aura-PH. And this winning moment is brought to you by Head & Shoulders.
BennyQt, man, just brushing off his shoulders with all the calm in the world. That double kill in the mid lane onto Renegade, and I believe that was